Sports listeners, I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes and all those people and businesses that support those teen athletes all day, November 15th. Dr. D, we survived.
Yeah.
We survived.
And they said it couldn't last.
Exactly. Oh, my God, we did it. I am so happy. I'm not kidding you.
It's over. Now we can focus on basketball.
That's it. No, Santa Barbara does it right. We take care of our own. Right. I've always said that, you know. Yeah. I mean, we've done it right from the beginning with the amount of nonprofits. More nonprofits
than anywhere else in the country.
I think in the world.
Per capita.
Right, I think, right? And then when there's an issue, we have a problem, we fix it. That's what we got to do. So I'm like, just get to know your local, you know, the politics locally, and then, you know, address issues locally, and then serve your community. And then if everybody did that nationally, I mean, come on now.
Be a better world.
That's it.
And of course,
that's what I'm saying.
That's it. Look at what's going on in Goleta with the Boys and Girls Clubs, feeding the kids.
That's right.
That's just one example.
Yeah. I think Michael's going to be here next week, but I don't want to be misspoke. But I think on their auction, I think I want to say like $230,000. Put your hands together. Yeah.
That's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
When are they going to have a casino night? I love that thing.
I know. I'm serious.
I lost my shirt.
Yeah. No. It was just really. It's hard. You know, it's hard. I didn't get a chance to attend, but you know, it was just really good. And then a little room. I guess they're going to be moving the venue from the Deckers building over to Fess Parker. Fess Parker. Double tree. Yeah. Sorry, Ashley.
Right.
Sorry, Ashley. I didn't know the name of your. Okay. So that's going to be nice next year. Looking forward to that. Yeah. So how's everything going with you, D?
Very good. The weather's cooling down. We're continuing to prepare for our vacation at the end of December.
Nice.
And preparing to bring in a new flock of chickens next year.
Oh yeah, you were telling me. That's awesome.
There's a neighbor up on the hill in our area who his last hen passed away maybe 2, 3, or 4 months ago, and he's got all this stuff.
Nice.
And he says, "Hey, I just want to get it off the property."
Nice.
And we said, "Hey, we'll take it because it's something we've wanted to do for a long time." But we're not going to get 30 or 40 chickens this time. We're only going to do 2 or 3, maybe 4.
It'll get it. You watch.
That's how it starts.
I got 14 cycle. Now. I like the silkies. They're like adorable. They look like little poodles.
I love. They call them cochin hens, and they are the ones that have the feathers on their feet.
Right.
And I say they're wearing slippers.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Nice.
Don't you just love the urban farmer?
Yeah.
I grew up on a farm out in the country near Fresno, and we didn't have. We had chickens, but we didn't have them like that. They laid eggs.
Yeah.
They when they quit laying eggs. Well,
I don't know if I want to hear about this.
Thank you, Ronnie Sabazian. Woo! Santa Barbara Riders, you had a nice event, Ronnie. How'd that turn out?
This last week, November the 12th, at the Carriage
exhausted.
Museum. I am beat up. I'm just wore out. It was such an amazing event.
Yeah.
It was probably 1,500.
Of course, you kill it, and I'm not there. I'm in San Francisco at a baseball game.
You sure? I thought I saw you there.
Yeah, I know. It was a lookalike. I have doubles now.
You're kidding.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, you know what? It was amazing to have you there, even though you weren't really there.
Exactly.
We had,
I support my own way.
You do in so many ways. You provided a lot of good things. We had another amazing PSA that Dr. D did for us and helped us out with.
Nice.
I said the right letters. Did I get that straight?
Yeah, that's it.
That was amazing, Dr. D. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Come on now.
We appreciate it. It was heard near and far.
Yeah.
We got to get out on KCSB a couple of times. My friend Wayne Wilcox has a show out there, so he was helped to support it. But we had an amazing event, a great parade, and a great event at the Carriage Museum. So thanks again for Teen Sports Radio's undying support.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, but I mean, it's all about the people who serve.
And I brought people this time.
I know, you always do. Well, no, when you come, it's all right. Hey,
I was on probation for a while.
You don't read the fine. You don't read the fine print, but that's all right. No worries. All right, who else do we have in here? I just love Victoria, the sourdough bread lady. How you doing, Victoria?
I'm doing great, Erica. Thank you for having me.
Always. Well, it was. I'll be straight up honest. When you texted me and said you want me to come today, Dominique informed me because we have this community house. I take in students and whatnot. And she goes, I just want you to gently remind you this is our last slice of sourdough. Every week you come, right? You bring so much. What do? I give everything away.
You are.
I got one hidden in the corner. It's mine. Okay?
Yeah, and it's really nice.
And it's so nice because you slice it, which is really nice.
Well, I didn't slice it this time.
You didn't?
But it's very easy to slice.
Oh, I know. I like
and
it's
because
it's portion control. It's portion control for me. Okay. No,
this one is made of a grain called spelt. I sprout it, I ferment it, and it's all healthy, and I sprinkle it with seeds on the top.
Nice. I noticed the change in packaging. I'm liking it.
Yeah, I have to start thinking more about the packaging because that's it has a bag underneath of the plastic bag that is perforated that allows it to breathe, so it doesn't get stale.
Nice.
Very important.
So this is very healthy and nutritious, and you have to it's not like any bread you buy at the store, which tastes like maybe cardboard, but so you have to acquire because we're not used to it here. I consider myself American now because I've been here for too long, so we're not used to that kind of bread here. You kind of have to develop taste to that, but it's very nutritious and healthy.
It's
actually,
so good. I mean,
it doesn't
unquestionably.
It's
so good.
Spelt is ancient
Dominique
grain.
Hackett wants to add in how good it was that she notified me this morning of it was crisis proportions, the last bite. And it was kind of like, she had it and she was making it nice. She puts, because we'll talk about the box. We get the box every week now too. Yeah. Something good. All right.
Wow.
Yes, and which is organic.
Something good organics. Yeah. So in our box we had heirloom tomatoes, and they also gave us fresh basil. For your bread, we put a little bit of butter and a slice of heirloom tomato and
that's
basil.
a divine.
I haven't had lunch today.
Well, what was really good is when he did it all up, right? And I'm like, really? I mean, she's going to tease me and like, okay, so I thought that was her breakfast. She had one for me too. That was so sweet.
So
nice.
I use the process of fermenting and sprouting, which takes a long time, but I would recommend, and I use only ancient grains, but I would recommend the listeners, if you want to have healing energy in your house, go out, get some ancient grain flour, and use the yeast. It doesn't really matter. Make bread, and the smell will bring your family together.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to you teaching classes.
Okay.
It'd be really fun even to do a little video for Teen Sports Radio and
I'd love that.
Put that on the YouTube.
I'm so passionate, and I have so much love for what I do that it just brings me that deep satisfaction that I can give it out to people.
Nice. We love you.
I love you. Okay, you can email me. The best is SourDoughBreadLady@gmail.com. So look up how to spell sourdough. Because
awesome. I tell you, if they want to do old school telephone call, what's the number?
It's 805-636-9454, or you can text the same number, 805-636-9454.
Woo! Thank you so much. You're so generous and so giving. Just stick around. How you're not going anywhere? It's too traffic. It's too cold out there. Morning cold.
And elections are over, so we have nowhere to go.
That's it. All right, you got to pass the. There you go. Pass the mic to your right. We've got Kristen Sneddon.
Hello.
College Keystone. You got so much to talk about. I'm going to give you a whole segment.
So much to talk about.
I know. We're going to talk about that.
Okay.
What you got to talk about. Because it's going to be a lot. You think I'm not going to? We're not going to talk. We're going to do a lot of talking today. We've got a lot of talking to do.
Are you going to be doing some talking? Because we really need to fill this next hour.
I know, exactly. We've got a lot of talking.
We have a lot to talk about.
Do you want to talk? You want to give us a little tease? You want to do a little outline of what we're going to talk about?
Well, holy smokes, I have to say, now that my daughter's a senior and is turning in applications, I have a whole new appreciation for... Whoa, it's a lot going on, and I just want to keep people up to date and remind them of what they need to be doing right now, because this November month is just crazy time. So we'll catch up on that.
All right, cool. We'll do it very soon, okay? Because we're going to take a couple of breaks, and then we're going to pass the boom over to your right. Brian, he's got 2 mics.
Yes, I need 2 mics.
Hey, Brian, I want to take a picture. Hold
Why?
up that coffee cup. I like that coffee cup.
It's Teen Sports Radio coffee cup.
I like it. Look at this.
I stole it in the break room.
You can have it.
I guess I haven't been on
That's it.
You gotta explore the grounds here. I look at every nook and corny in this place.
So I got to say, I got treated by you last week, and honestly, I haven't felt this. You could ask anybody that knows me. It was a really good session. Thank you so much.
Good. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Acupuncture, and then I brought my friend Ann Daly, who was like petrified. She's never had acupuncture before, and it was so weird.
It was a double session. It was fun.
I know, it was really cool.
It's filaments.
If you want to call them that.
Driving down there was just like, if she had asked me 500 times to express how I didn't even feel, I mean, because I get it done a lot, but there's no like pain or anything. So folks out there who've never tried acupuncture, I mean, I love chiropractors as well, but acupuncture works a little different because it's kind of like I'll get treated and all of a sudden I'll walk, get out of my car, take a step into my house, go up the stoop, and all of a sudden, pop. I'm like, it's not like you get that instant crunch like in there. It's kind of like you teach, explain what it is. I don't even know. It's kind of like, how do you do it? I don't get it. I mean, explain the whole
pop and the crunch. It goes bam, and then it goes pop. And
but it's not like then. It's like, hey, I don't know what you do. I think you calm this. For me, you calm it down. You calm my system down.
Well, that's part of it, isn't it? I mean, you have to be able to relax enough for your body to heal itself, and that's partly what happens. But to explain acupuncture is a little bit mysterious in itself, and that's part of, I think, what brings some magic to it is the whole process of getting better or feeling better is sometimes just unknown. Why do people get sick? Why do people get better? Sometimes it's unknown, but it's your body's own healing response system that's remarkable. The needles are just stainless steel. They're not doing a whole lot, but it's catalyzing your own body's healing mechanism. So that's, to me, what's amazing. It's you and your own body psyche that's doing the healing, not me, really. So,
and I love, like, you put me on so many different, like, homeopathic I don't know, it's Chinese herbs and whatnot, which is nice, and then really nice, and then you're way into, which is you're leaning towards your PhD, is about the sense of smell.
Yeah,
which
and I loved how you said the smell brings the family together.
Right.
As we're coming up on Thanksgiving, which of course the smell of food and turkey and all of those associations that come with the holidays in particular, the smell is one way that we can really connect with our own self, our own world, and then each other as family, as a community. And I love hearing that the smell is what brings people together. And so, yes, that's my research topic, is the smell, and what they smell is actually a psychic image, and so that's what I'm researching.
Oh, this is fascinating.
It's so interesting. Smell is the only one of our senses that directly gets to the brain. Isn't that correct?
All our senses get to the brain, but the difference is the smells bypass the part of our brain that interprets things, which is our frontal cortex. So it goes directly to our brainstem, which is the emotional center. So there's even you have a chance to understand, figure out, analyze, conceptualize what the sensation is. It goes directly to the brainstem and our emotional body. So that's why they're so immediate and powerful and surprising. It catches you off guard because you don't have time to think, analyze your experience. Boom, you get hit with a smell, and whoosh, positive or negative association, and you're transported. So it has that type of power. So, there's a lot to that when you start investigating that sense.
So it's just real curious. Yeah. I've heard things like using lavender when you're studying to help you relax, that it helps, different smells help with memory and so forth. Is that something that people have tested, and unemphatically that's how the brain responds, or is it something, a learned response?
Great question.
Very good question.
It's not an easy answer, but yes, it's been studied a lot. You can research it. Smells are very specific, and so there's not just one smell that's going to be good for memorization or test taking. It has to do with the context and the association and the uniqueness of smell. So real quick out there, listeners, if you are wanting to study or memorize or use something for memory, you have to study with an unusual smell only when you're studying that particular material, and only go back to that smell when you're going to be wanting to recall it. So it has to be something different, unusual, and very specific, and it has to be associated with that context in which you're studying. So it can't just be a generic thing like lavender. Lavender doesn't mean anything to the nose unless we give it a meaning, and that has to do with context and really the emotion too. If you're stressed out, that smell could be actually anxiety provoking. You have to study relaxed with an unusual smell and associate that to that context. So it's more specific.
Awesome. All right, yep. That makes a lot of sense. Yep.
All right, let's do this. Let's take a break. It's definitely go time. Hey, folks, stick around. We got the Mighty Mikes. We got a visit from Joe and Sandy, Massage Green. Put your hands together. We've got Evie Coronado from Bishop Diego High School as well. So stay tuned. We've got a lot more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. Dominique, where else can you find us?
You can find us in a very crowded room. There's so many guests this morning. Facebook, yes. Instagram, YouTube. I really, really like 1290 KZSB AM.
Live. I like the 3 o'clock airing, AM.
That's when you could have a slice of that sourdough bread. Yeah. That's it. Awesome. All right, in the house, put your hands together. We got Joe, owner of Massage Green on the Mesa. And I tell you, I can't thank you enough. Anytime I ever ask anything, and Brenna gave me another 1,500 more gift certificates. Ooh. Who does that?
That's a lot of gifts.
Who does that? 1,500, not like 150, not like 1,000. 15. I actually sat and counted because I didn't want you to get ripped off. Okay, because those boxes had so much. When you said 1,500, not like I didn't believe you, Joe. Okay, but I'm the kind of people. When I get it, I told him, and let me tell you something. There was $7.50 in each box. So thank you, and I love you. I love you.
We love being here, and we love the association with Teen Sports Radio.
And now, not to say it had anything to do with it, but the gift certificates are for the infrared. I swear by that infrared machine. And Brian, you familiar with the infrared machine? Yeah? Okay, because you're familiar with everything. Okay.
No.
Dominique, yes, you are. Yeah. Let's the science. We can't ask me because I just give away the certs.
It gets hot. I don't know. It's just hot.
It's hot. I sweat.
It's
hot and sweat.
I'm sure that Brian probably with that PhD work, he knows a lot more than I do. But I as well do swear by it. And the infrared is not new technology, but it's being used different now. We're a full spectrum infrared, which there's not a lot of those out there. It's a patented concept that we're the only massage therapy that can use it in the United States as far as any chain, which we are a chain of. We're in 15 states with 100 stores now. And the healing properties are just so plenty. It's good from, joint aches and pains. I played rugby for 6 years, and trust me, when you play sports, and this being a sports radio, these young kids playing football and so forth, they'll know what it's like to get to be my age. So for that, and inflammation and weight loss and just a variety of different things to help your skin.
That's where the anti-aging comes in.
Anti-aging, correct. So there's many things. It helped me with allergies, and I'm working that in combination with the essential oils that Brian talked about, where I take a concoction in the morning and do a little lavender, peppermint, and lemon, and put it into my alkaline water in the morning and drink a liter of that. So there's so many reasons to be healthy in this world. And these young children that are in this room, it's just so nice and refreshing to see them that sports. Sandy and I were talking here not too long ago. We walk every day, sometimes 2 and 3 times a day, try and stay fit and healthy. And I love your cause because keeping these kids active is really what's going to bring them into the future. And you're cheating yourself unless you live to be 100. But for these young guys that are 8 and 9 years old, that 100 now, to stay healthy, that benchmark is good, but to stay healthy is that's what we're looking for. Right. And if we can do that as a community, that's what we're trying to do. The health and wellness business, I've always kind of been on the peripheral of. Now I've immersed myself into it. And in combination with what Brian does and what we do with our massage and essential oils and the infrared saunas, I think is just a fabulous, fabulous thing for the community to embrace, to bring their healthy people together.
You know, it really is, Joe. And I was, a few shows ago, we got a chance to meet each other, and Erica gave me one of your gift certificates. I've been up to the spa, and now I go regularly. I go for massage every 2 weeks, and I go.
Oh, you're loving yourself now.
And I go for massage every 2 weeks, and I get the sauna every week. And it makes a difference because you just feel more invigorated at the end of the day. And Joe was so kind to be a part of our event this past November the 12th. He and his staff came up. They did chair massages. They were the busiest booth in the vendors fair. And it was amazing. There was a line waiting for those, and we gave out about 1,000 of the 1,500 coupons that he had produced with our logo on them for the event. It was truly amazing. I want to thank you. Everybody was Massage Green. It's been a great collaboration. It's going to go on for a long time.
And that's absolutely our pleasure. And as Erica will attest to, I emailed her. I think I had a conversation. I think maybe it was an email. And I said, you and I are going to have to arm wrestle each other as to who's going to be more supportive of our veterans. Because it is a segment of our society that I think we haven't done a very good job with. Our Veterans Administration, it certainly has to grow and has to do some better things than they've been doing. And for us to be able to be a part of that is just special for us. Those are the kinds of things that we want to be involved in.
When the bureaucracy and the institutions don't come through, the communities come through. Always. And that's what it's all about. And we're very thankful that you helped Santa Barbara Veterans Foundation with our event and what you've done for the community. And we're really very, very thankful. Thank you so much.
And I'm proud to be. Thank you so much. Very, very much a pleasure. It's our honor.
We got to get that blood drive. I want to do that in. I think I dropped the ball on that. Honestly,
we have the spot.
Right.
We have the bus lined up. We have everything. You just give us a call.
I know.
Go.
Ronnie wants to be a part of that, and because he's got all we need is I think 20 or 30. There you go. All we need is like 20 or 30 more signatures or something. You have to have so many people sign up, and then they'll do it.
But we'll blow that out of the water.
Yeah,
we are there. And this was born of the Orlando situation that happened, where we were reading the paper afterwards and we looked in the community and they said, geez, if we had a disaster like this, there's no way we'd be able to service our community.
That's right.
And we thought, well, now's the time to take action. And even though we're a little late behind, still our intent
never too late.
Is never too late.
Never too late.
And we have to make sure that we never are short on blood in any of our communities for this type of circumstances. God forbid it should ever happen. Yeah. But it could be anything. Could be an earthquake. We can't get caught short.
Right. Folks, we're going to make an announcement on that. We'll definitely, we're on it. That's it. I get it. Right after this show, boom, Ronnie and I are on it for sure. Look at it right now. Everyone's giving me the thumbs up. That's what I like. Woo! That's how we make things happen. All right, let's take a little break. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m. A couple of shouts here. We've got my buddy that owns Galita Jewelers, Alejandro. He opened up a new place called Ti Amo in the Paseo Nuevo. Check it out. Wow, he's a huge, he's like expanding because of the love from this show. No, I'm just kidding. Because of, I think, all of the part of it. I think it's the love that he gives to the community. So, congratulations. I want to thank Joanne Stoltz again. You know, anytime she sells a house, she always kicks a couple of bucks to United Boys and Girls Club. And nobody, you know, people do things and they don't ask. You know, this is not about being, you know, having asks. But, you know, I just like to have the planet know when somebody does something and kicks it in and does something like really cool. So Joanne Stoltz, I love you. Caldwell Banker, thank you again for all your love and support. Put your hands together. Of course, we've got Santa Cruz Market. Who doesn't get their meat from Santa Cruz Market? I do. Okay, and they're just huge.
Locations.
They do, and they're huge supporters. They stepped up for Friday Night Football and did some advertising there, and again and again and again, just big contributors to the community. So, if anybody out there knows of somebody, a business or a person that's doing cool things, all you got to do is send me an email at queenofteensb@gmail.com, and I'd love to put the word out because, you know, that's what we like to do. Sharing is caring, right? Woo! All right. Ronnie Safazian, you've been waiting. We've got the Mighty Mites in the house.
We do have the Mighty Mites in the house.
Woo!
We got Coach Richard Cervantes, one of my good friends and co-workers, and 3 of his mites.
Nice.
Well, Mighty Mites. We have Zachary, we have Cole, and we have Diego today.
Yeah.
And I know the last time they were on, there was something about a challenge. If they went undefeated for the season,
yes,
there was going to be something coming their way. Do you remember what that was?
Yeah. Did you go undefeated?
Yes.
Whoa!
We're gonna say.
You got money on you? I love it. How many kids are on the team? What did I say? I do
22.
So is it? Did I say blenders? 22 blenders. Woo! Dominique, you got money on you. Yeah. All right, we got to make that right, boy. Look at this. Yeah, no, the biggest smile in the house. I know. The biggest smile in the house is Ronnie Sabazian.
We picked your pocket.
I know. He likes that. He loves speaking Erica's pocket. That's something. It's a pleasure. Congratulations. And if you do it again next year, Team Sports Radio, all of us, all the co-hosts are super proud to be able to do that for you. So blenders for the team. And then how many coaches you got? So I'm going to give you 25.
6.
You got 6 coaches. Seriously.
Yeah.
A lot of coaches.
I figured for today.
Exactly. 6 coaches.
We have to keep an eye on everybody.
All right. So what do we got?
Yeah,
so
we have to keep an eye on everybody. Sorry, yeah.
28. So why do we make around 30? Okay, that's easy math for me. Okay, yeah, throw a couple of like moms in there, so that's cool.
Yeah, we can do that. Yes.
All right, 30. You got it. Woo! Yeah. Nice. Why not? Right?
So what do you think about that, guys? Come on, you don't seem too excited.
Good.
Yeah.
So tell us your name and then what position you play.
My name's Cole, and I play D-end.
My name's Diego, and I play quarterback and safety.
All right. Woo!
My name is Zachary, and I play running back and outside linebacker.
Nice.
Wow.
Woo!
2 ways.
All right. So how many quarterbacks are on the team?
3.
3 quarterbacks? Fantastic. So what was it? See, undefeated, that's like huge. Okay. So like what was it because of all the parents, you know, contributing? I mean, do you have a chemistry? Like why don't each of you say your name and say maybe a couple of words of why do you think that happened this year? Okay. So you got to say your name though. So I know. Okay.
Go first.
My name's Cole. And
Like why are you undefeated?
because we work hard.
Okay, good. And good
Great
answer.
answer. Cool, yeah. Now, who drives to the practices and stuff? Do you guys drive yourself? Or
No.
How do you get to the practices and to the games? How's that happen?
Uber? No, I'm just kidding.
Don't get the Uber guy I had today.
My mom.
I loved him, but he was a little new.
My name's Diego, and I think that we play hard enough to be undefeated.
Yeah.
Oh, nice one. All right, good answer.
My name is Zachary, and I think we're undefeated because all of the teammates play together.
Oh, wow, that's a good one.
You got a smart team.
Yeah, very good answer. So, are you guys good in school?
Yeah.
So, in high school, or what 7, 8, what grade is that? Third grade. Oh, wow, okay.
4th.
3rd and 4th graders. So what school do you go to? Cole?
Me and Diego go to Washington.
Washington, that's a great school.
I go to Kellogg.
Kellogg. Well, all great schools.
So do you play flag football or tackle football, or how does it work?
We play tackle football.
You play tackle football?
Full contact, full pads.
Wow. Helmets, yes. Yeah, shoulder pads and
Cleats.
the whole work. Cleats?
I went to a game at City College, and the stands were packed.
Wow.
And these guys were going crazy. I mean, it was amazing.
They play at City College Stadium?
They have games there, yeah.
That is incredible.
They play at Bishop Diego. They play all over the place.
So how many people are on, you said 22 are on your team. Do you rotate through at different times?
Yeah, we do. We try and get, a base starting group on each side of the ball that we can hopefully assemble a game of football somewhat and then get them working and going through, and then we bring in some of the other kids at certain spots that we feel they can handle the workload and the requirements, and we go out there and we try and execute on offense, and on defense we try and shut them down and tackle the ball carriers.
So you run plays and draw it out and talk about how all the people move and
yeah, we that's what we do at practice 3 days a week. We try and get that all squared away, so come to the game they know where they should go and know who they should block and tackle.
It's so advanced. I'm very impressed with you.
This is YFL, right? YFL football, Santa Barbara. How many teams in the league?
Santa Barbara has, I believe...
You tell me 2, I'm really going to be... I'm kidding.
I believe Santa Barbara, we have 6 teams in this league through all different age groups. But it might be 7, but 6, I believe.
Do you have an extra point, too, or do you not do that?
Yeah, we do extra points, but we're working on kicking an extra point for 2, but usually everybody we line up at the 3 and try and get in from there for the 1 point.
Nice.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, when they kick, how high is that goal?
It's a regulation field goal, so it's 10 feet high. 10 feet high, I believe it is.
One of these games.
That's a great question.
Yeah. I believe it's 10 feet high. It is in the pros regulation. And our advantage is, since it's a free kick for the age group that we play in, we don't kick as far back as they normally would in a pro game or a college game or even a high school game. So we basically kick in from around the 5-yard line, trying to get it up and over.
Do any of you kick?
Yeah.
You kick?
Yeah.
Have you gotten it over the goal?
A few times in practice.
Way to
nice.
go.
All right. Well, we're going to take a little break, but before we take a break, I want to ask you guys one more question, okay? What was the most fun thing about this season? And you guys say your name and then say a little quick little thing about the most fun. Maybe it was a play or a touchdown or your coach or your whatever.
My name's Cole, and I like tackling the quarterback.
Oh, straight up. I like it.
My name's Diego, and I like running and handing the ball off.
Yeah, right.
My name is Zachary, and I like running the ball and scoring touchdowns.
Yeah.
Hey, Cole, why don't you guys tell me one good thing? Give me one word to describe your coaches. And say your name first.
My name's Cole.
He's here.
Yeah.
My name's Cole, and I think he makes us work hard.
Nice.
All right, very good.
My name's Diego, and I think he makes us work hard, really hard.
Okay.
My name is Zachary, and I think he's nice and makes us work hard.
Yeah. Well, he's a really nice guy. Where you guys going to be getting blended, right?
Does he make you run a lot?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess.
So, do you guys have a cheer that you want to close out with a cheer? Do you guys do a cheer? Something like
We just do a little rally. We'll do like we do at practice.
Okay, do a little rally.
3, okay? Bring it in.
Bring it in.
Hands.
Undefeated.
1, 2, 3.
Saints!
Yeah! Woo! All right, thanks. Hey, let's take a short little break. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Tea. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m. in the house. Put your hands together. Woo! Evie, Coronado, Bishop Diego High School, Varsity Volleyball. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I gotta say, you grew.
I did. Yes.
She freaking sprouted. It's like, you must be eating more like this bread. I know your mom buys the bread from the sourdough bread lady.
Yeah, my mom loves the bread.
I know it's a great bread. Stop looking at my loaf, okay? Because I've got to protect this loaf. I know. I know. It's like, she wants to flip me for it. That's what she wants to do. All right. So Varsity, 3 years was it?
Yes,
3 years Varsity.
3 years.
And you guys got knocked out in the first round. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's
At least we made it to CIF.
That's
it's the
nice.
first time in 6 years.
You're really nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And your position?
I'm a middle blocker.
Middle blocker, nice. So it was funny because we had carp girls here, and of course your mom had to correct me because I asked them. It was on the show. I mean, you can listen to it if you want. You can go back a show or two, and it said their highlight of their season was beating Bishop. And I'm like, of course, bang.
Yeah.
Okay, and then your mom had to correct me because I texted it. I said, it's the cutest thing because, it's what I try to do, start, controversy and drama. And she goes, yeah, well, the best thing for us is when we beat them in their gym. I'm like, oh, nice. I didn't know that. That's fabulous. I said, that's awesome. Fantastic. So would you agree with that was one of the highlights?
I definitely agree. They beat us on our home court, but they had to go through 4 games, and we beat them in 3.
Oh, spank!
Yeah.
See, I didn't have those details. Because I think your sister, who's a co-host, and I'm gonna leave it open to you too because I think you're very comfortable there.
Oh, thank you.
I don't even know why. Why didn't we think about her? Huh? The mom's in the corner saying she doesn't know. She's like a natural. Really? Okay, so you're a senior.
Yes.
And you're doing all the thing we've got. Woo! Kristen Sneddon is in the house. She's going to have her own little segment next. So have you done, I don't know, Christy, you want to go through the list of everything she should have done? Or what? I don't know.
I'm curious, are you going to play volleyball in college? Is that something?
I would love to, especially club or intramural. Mm-hmm. I don't really think I'm Division I material, although I'd love to be. But
Westmont's got an okay team.
Yeah, Westmont, pretty good. Yeah.
They're ranked number 1 in the country, I'm just saying. I don't know if you knew that. Just a little update,
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah. And actually our beach season is coming up, so I might be able to play beach
Oh, nice.
more competitively in college.
Nice.
Is that something that you're looking at in colleges, or you sort of look at your academics first, and then if volleyball?
Definitely academics first, because I love biology and creative writing, and not all schools have creative writing, but sports is secondary. I definitely would love to play volleyball.
Have you checked out UCSB's biology?
I have, but that's a little too close to home for me.
I was going to say, kids, a lot of times when we ask kids who come in what their college choice is, the underlying push or current is really, I'm ready to leave Santa Barbara. I'm ready to leave Santa Barbara.
Oh, yeah, I'm so
ready
to
leave. To acknowledge.
What's so funny? So they leave Santa Barbara, and a year later, they come back to Santa Barbara. But you
need the contrast.
Exactly.
You need the contrast and new experiences. For those that don't know about volleyball, briefly, what's the difference between beach volleyball and indoor volleyball?
Well, indoor is 6-man usually, 6 players on a team, on a wood with the plastic coating. And outdoor is usually on the beach. It's doubles, so only 2 people per team.
Doubles.
The court is a bit shorter, so it makes it easier, but it's still
on the beach.
Pretty hard.
Smaller court.
Slightly. Yeah.
I've played both, and the beach is very hard as far as a workout goes. And 2-on-2 obviously is a lot more workout too. So if you played beach, you'd be doing doubles, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of extra jumping because the sand holds you down, and running is very hard. You're really slow.
Right.
How is it when you play with? Can you play with your sister on the same team or no? I'm just asking.
Yeah, actually,
you can.
Last year was our first year with beach volleyball at Bishop. And Anna and I were on the same team, and we actually did dominate a few games.
I love that.
And our coach would be like, the sisters. And
serious.
Really cool. Yeah.
Okay, so who's? Because I've never seen. I haven't had the privilege of coaching you. So I know how your sister is. So are you like that, or is that gene thing? Is that how you're wired? You're really you get out in the sand and it's game on, or is that?
Oh yeah, it's definitely game on.
Once you're on the court. She messes up too. How do you handle that?
Usually,
not that she ever would. I can't even imagine her messing up. It was just I don't even know why I even said that. It's a dumb question.
Usually,
say if you messed up because you have to favor her a little bit.
I would appreciate more encouragement.
Oh, really?
Like, it's okay. Like make the next play,
right?
Instead of
not like you bad word. No.
Yeah,
no,
like
don't use
not
that.
like you're terrible. Like you can't do this.
Yeah.
More
What's
like
up?
you can do this.
Really? Oh, you need some help. You like a glass of water?
No,
nothing like
pick
that.
each other up.
Right? Yeah. It's always positive. No negative.
Always positive.
And then her too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if she talked about me at all coaching her because I know I'm just everything's always positive. I mean, you just forget about it. Any mistake you made, I mean, you can't get it back. You know what I mean? So you have to move forward.
Yeah, exactly. You have to win the next point.
You don't kick sand on her or anything. I'm just asking because when you're sweaty,
whose fantasies are these?
I mean, what I'm just saying. I'm just thinking if I was out there, and
the images going through your psyche is coming up, isn't it? Because you never did that.
Like a bison. Like
released it with the acupuncture.
A bison would be in the sand in the sun. Would be really upset.
Maybe it would. I don't know.
No, I don't know. No. Okay, so did you go? So how does that work? So do you get if you go? So it won't be you and your sister this year.
It could be. Because if I'm definitely playing, but if she plays, then we could easily be on the same team. Ooh. Last year there was only about 7 people that were on the beach team, and they split us up into like pairs of 2, and then switched us around every week. Right. We weren't in a league, so it was just scrimmages. But this year we should be in a league, so it's a lot more competitive.
So she would be your first choice if you had to draft somebody.
No. Maybe not.
I'm just, come on, tell her. Nobody listens to this show. A couple of kids in Pakistan. No, seriously, really.
Well, we're together all the time.
I know,
so
but
it'd be nice to
about, in the sand, getting it done, game on. So you said she would not be your first choice, is what you said. Right?
I mean, she's a good player, but I'd rather have a different person.
Mix it up a little.
We got 20 seconds. Who would you got the pick of anybody that you want. Who would you pick?
Well, on the Bishop team, there's McKenna Bergner, who's a really good player.
You'd want her?
Yes.
Go McKenna! Woo! That's good. I love that. Could you be a favorite? Can you come back again?
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And there might be a seat for you. I don't know.
Just don't kick sand on her.
I know. I'm not going to kick any sand on you, but I'm telling you, I could see a career for you as a future co-host with your sister. Because this way you have the alternation.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Alternation.
Is that the word?
Yes.
That's the right word?
Yeah.
It's a
I
car
just
part.
pulled it
Alternator.
out. All right, let's take a break. We got another segment. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Check out these new messages, or not messages, commercials. Thank you. That's because every time I look at Brian, see, I can't even. I know. No, Brian, I go back into our treatment. I know. He puts one in my head, and it's over. I think you left it in there. All right. That's just the smell of the bread. Yeah. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday.
All right, you're on.
All
Kristen
right.
Sneddon, college coach, you got a lot to talk about.
I have a lot to talk about. Right. First, for freshmen and sophomores, I mean, it's really senior time right now, but for freshmen and sophomores, they really should be signing up on Naviance. It's something they'll have to do eventually to get all of their letters of recommendation in, and people hesitate, and they take so long to get it started. But really, all the recommendations and records all go through there. So the earlier they get it started, the better. Did you use Naviance? Not all schools have it.
I've used it before, but I'm not really sure what it is. I only used it once.
Yeah, it's a super powerful tool. The districts pay a lot of money to have access to it, and it organizes schools that you're applying to. It organizes your letters of recommendation can just sit there. Your teachers have to do it once, and it sits on Naviance, so they don't have to keep sending out envelopes, sending out new recommendations every time you apply to a new school.
Oh, so is it like easier than the Common App?
It is easier than the Common App. And on the Common App, you can select a box that gives it access to your Naviance so that it can just keep accessing those letters without having to redo it. Sometimes the letters of recommendation can be one of the biggest hassles of an application, right? You have to ask way ahead of time, where do they send them? You worry, did they send them? Did they do them yet? And that can all be tracked on Naviance. But also matching colleges. So say you were interested in a college that had good beach volleyball, you could find a good college match for that. So not for those freshmen and and sophomore, really, Naviance can help track and plan and schedule and keep track of everything. It's a really powerful tool that not enough people use, and they have to use it by senior year, so they might as well start early. For juniors right now, I'm getting a lot of sort of panicked phone calls of when do I schedule my SAT, my ACT, which one do I take, how many times do I take it, and what are these SAT subject tests? And my answer to that is, by the end of junior year, the plan should be to have all your testing completed. And then in your senior year, if you need to do one more and you really want to do one more, okay, fine. But not to plan for the fall of senior year. So juniors, your whole year is about, I really recommend taking one SAT, one ACT, and people will naturally do better at one or the other. There's not one that's easier. There's sometimes a misconception that the ACT is easier or SAT is easier. They're different. The ACT has a science section, the SAT doesn't. So you may have one test or another that you do better on. And then in the spring, concentrate on just that one and take it one more time after getting some serious test prep or preparing yourself. Don't take it cold. Don't just walk in and think you'll take a practice one. Some schools want to see all your scores, and some schools want to see super scores. And the issue with taking it a lot of times is a lot of schools think it's a little bit nutty if you've taken it 7 times, that you've spent your life taking it, that really they want to see once or twice you did your best, and you move on from there. So that's for juniors. Should I do seniors? Okay, so for seniors, this is a really big thing that I want people to understand about, is the difference between early action restrictive, which Stanford is an example of a school that's early action restrictive, or early action. So in October, a lot of people are applying for early action schools, but if you choose an early action restricted school like Harvard or Stanford, you can't apply anywhere else early action. So it's something to be aware of and to be planning ahead of time. So once you've done an early action school, you can rest for a little while, and then November come the UC applications, and then January the private school applications. So Naviance can help manage all that too, the dates of everything, but it's a much more complicated process than it used to be, managing all the dates of early action restricted, early decision, and regular decision.
You're amazing. How can we get a hold of you?
Woo!
Anybody out there that has questions, how can we get a hold of you?
You can call or text me at 680-6341. You can email me at Kristen, Kristen, at collegekeystone.com. And that's about it, but please contact me.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Teen Sports Radio website.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Teen Sports Radio website. She's got her whole bio and everything there. Hey, folks, it is time to go. Put your hands together for Santa Barbara. All right. God bless everybody that's living here. Just take a moment every day and be thankful, and maybe go out and look around and see how you could serve this community, because it's the best in the world. God bless Santa Barbara. See you next week.